I'm just waiting for some more people to get online. It's been a minute since I went live on TikTok, you know. But y'all, go ahead and come on. Let's go. Come on to the live. Let's go. Come on to the live. I got some important news for y'all. So, y'all know that I'm always talking about business credit or anything in regards to your estate, you know what I'm saying? All that good stuff. So, I got my hand on two ebooks. These two ebooks, client of mine sent to me free of charge. So the fact that my client gave me these ebooks free of charge, I'm also going to give them to you guys free of charge. This is other people's content. And one thing I don't do is I don't charge for other people's ebooks or content because it's not my intellectual property. So I have no right to charge a price for it. So it's a lot of people on Instagram who requested these ebooks and I gave them to them. It explains how the process, whether you want to borrow from your estate without having the three EINs, which is the foreign grantor trust EIN, the estate EIN, and the individual banker EIN. So like the thing about that, it pretty makes it simple because it gives examples of how to fill it out. And a lot of people don't know how to fill it out without having an example to show them. So I think it was pretty thorough when it came to the examples, and it even said that you want to look at the IRS instructions before you even move forward with filling out the forms, so I was kind of in a chokehold when it came to filling out some of the forms, even though I learned some of the information from the Robots and Pictures YouTube channel. Some of that information is kind of old, so it's just like this is the newest information that you can get your hands on. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go ahead and show it to y'all on my iPad real quick. So this is my iPad. Let me go to it real quick. Let me go to the files section of my iPad. I done cracked my iPad again, y'all. I got this damn iPad fixed. Now I gotta get it fixed again. It ain't too bad like it was last time, but it'll get worse if I don't get it fixed. But I'm going to the very beginning of this ebook. So it gives a disclaimer. You are responsible for reading the IRS instructions to understand what you are doing before you act. By continuing, you agree to hold harmless Christina Wilson Private Bank ENT, its officers, directors, employees, and agents from any claims, damages, losses, or liabilities that may arise from this agreement. Okay, so it talks about the Form 56. It talks about the 1096 form for the estate. It talks about the 1099 ORD for estates and trusts. So, as I stated in one of my videos, to have those three EINs is to be able to process your assets that were created when you were born. So this authenticated birth certificate that I have, where I went to the county recorder's office and requested the apostille, and then I got it authenticated with the Secretary of State. They asked me which country I wanted it to be for. I told them Mexico. But the thing about it, Mexico is a head country, so I have to go back up there and change it to maybe Egypt or Taiwan or Canada. And I think I'm going to change it to Canada. So anyways, yeah, you have an estate. Everybody who's born in the United States of America has an estate. And the very reason why people who have estates, when they die, the government gets it if none of their loved ones claim it. And it's worth millions of dollars. So the fact that you don't have to wait for you to die for anybody to get their hands on it, including yourself. You can literally borrow from your estate. So that's what this ebook explains. So I'm just going to read it out loud. Maybe y'all can just tune in and listen to it. But it says borrow from yourself. It is a practical guide that explains how you can use IRS procedures to borrow money from your own resources without incurring debt or interest. Here's what the manual covers. Step-by-step examples and explanations. The manual provides clear instructions backed by examples on how to navigate the IRS rules. You'll learn how to access funds from your own estate without taking on additional financial burdens. IRS forms included. The manual features examples related to the specific IRS forms. IRS Form 56, this form deals with notice concerning fiduciary relationship. IRS Form 1099 OID, this form relates to original use discount. IRS Form 1096. This form is used for annual summary transmittable U.S. information returns. IRS Form 1041. This form is used to initiate tax returns for estates and trusts. IRS Form 1041. It is a payment voucher used for trust and estate tax returns. It is typically filled out by the fiduciary of the estate or trust. This form is used to, I forgot to say what form it was. IRS Form 1040. This form is used to initiate the tax returns for the individuals. IRS Form 1040V. By understanding these forms, you'll be better equipped to borrow from your own resources. Success stories. The manual shares testimonies from clients who have successfully borrowed from their estate using their strategies. Real examples demonstrate how others have achieved financial flexibility. In addition to the core material, this manual includes a bonus section, borrow from yourself YouTube video. So it has a YouTube video. That's why it's important to watch it. To read it as an ebook rather than printing it out. But still, if you like one of those people that need to print out an actual ebook so you can be able to read it, do so, but still read it as an ebook where it has the links for you to click on, because you're not going to be able to click on those links on a paper, but you'll be able to at least type in the links. But yeah, so shout out to everybody that's on this live right now. Thank you for tuning in. Blessed to you, NHO Profit. So yeah, this gives the forms of where you can go. You can either do this online or you can do it where you order the forms off the IRS website, and that's free to do. It's free to order the forms on the IRS website. I'm gonna show y'all a form that I ordered off the IRS website free of charge, and I'm gonna show y'all the website I went to. So it's the TaxMat website. So I have the 1099B form. I'm gonna go to my closet real quick and show y'all. Like, I literally have not even filled out the form, but I just wanted to show y'all what it looks like, what the 1099B form looks like. Y'all gotta forgive me for my closet, but so this is the 1099B form. So this is my apartment that I got under my business name. For those people who are just now tuning in, yeah, I literally got this under my business name about a month ago. They did ask for proof of income, but the thing about it, all they wanted was just bank statements. So this right here is the surety bond. This is surety bond. I want to say surety bond. Wait, hold on. What's the name of it? I forgot the name of it. But anyways, we'll get back to that. But I just wanted to show y'all what the 1099B form. This is to barter transactions. So you got people who are saying that when you fill out the 1099A, you're also supposed to fill out the 1099B and 1099C. And you got some other people saying that you only fill out the 1099A form if the transaction that you did, that you're trying to claim the acquisition for, is less than 3 years old. But if it's older than 3 years old, then you file the 1099C. So the 1099C cancellation of debt, I have that form. But yeah, I ordered this off the IRS website free of charge. You can order, I think, up to 100 forms. You know what I'm saying? And they'll send it to you. So yeah, let's get back to this ebook though. So as I stated, it gives examples on how to fill out these forms. So let's keep reading. It says, what is a fiduciary? A fiduciary is like a financial guardian. Here's what they do: protecting the interest. A fiduciary act on behalf of someone else, like a trustee for a trust or an executor for a estate. Their primary duty is to protect the interest of the person they represent, Managing money and assets. Fiduciaries handle money, investments, or assets. They make decisions based on what's best for the person they're responsible for. No self-interest. Unlike regular financial advisors, fiduciaries can put their own interests first. Their loyalty lies with the person they serve. Transparency and accountability. Fiduciaries keep detailed records of all transactions. They're accountable for their actions and must act prudently. In simple terms, a fiduciary is like a financial superhero, always looking out for someone else's financial well-being. Note, in upcoming example, we'll walk you through how to complete IRS Form 56 step-by-step following the provided IRS instructions. I encourage you to read along carefully. If you encounter a word you're unfamiliar with, take a moment to pause, grab a dictionary, and look up the definition before continuing. Remember, a single word can have multiple meanings, so choose the one that makes sense in the context of finances or banking. Try using a word in a sentence to reinforce your understanding. So the Form 56, this is how you fill it out if you have a estate. So you need to have a state EIN to fill it out this way. So notice this, it says Christina M. Wilson Estate. So if you have a middle initial, make sure you include that, right? So I have a state EIN. I want to show y'all, but I want to cover up the details as far as my EIN. So I keep everything, I try to keep everything organized. So I'm going to go get that real quick and show. You can't put your date of birth as the death day for the estate, even though it is. You have to put the date that you turned 25. And if you're younger than 25, then you can't put, I don't think you will. You might still be able to get your estate EIN, but it's a different procedure. But I'm 30, about to turn 31 in like 2 months. So the thing about it, or less than 2 months, the thing about it, like you have to put the day that you turned 25. So I did that and it worked, and I was able to get my state EIN online. Because y'all remember on my TikTok, I showed y'all where I was trying to apply, and I filled out the application and I mailed it in rather than, doing it online and they gave me pushback. So I was like, well, let me try it one more time online and put the date that I turned 25. So yeah, let me get that. EIN. So I also want to give y'all some good news on a method that I tried at a car dealership. I'm gonna talk about that in a little bit, but I want to show y'all my state EIN without y'all seeing too much details. I also have my foreign grantor trust EIN in my individual banker EIN. So, yeah, we're going to get straight to it. I just got to look through my folder real quick. Okay, I found it. I'm going to try to cover up the details. I'm going to flip my camera around real quick. And hopefully y'all don't see too much. So, what do y'all notice? So it shows Michael Lang Estate and then Michael Lang EX. What does Michael Lang EX mean? It means I'm the executor of my estate. Kind of similar to a trustee, but it has more fiduciary power. So when I set this up, I made sure to use a P.O. box. I didn't use my home address because it was recommended to use a P.O. box when setting it up. But now y'all see it with y'all own eyes, right? So that's how I set it up. And then, okay, let me flip my camera around one more time. So another thing, okay. So I went to this dealership. Here in Vegas. Before I went to the dealership, I called them, right? And when I called them, I was like, okay, I was wondering, do you guys allow people to purchase vehicles using promissory notes? I was like, I have all the paperwork I need for the promissory note. I just wanted to know if this would be a possible transaction. They told me yes, that they would be willing to do it. So I was like, okay, I'll be on my way in like less than 20 minutes. So I came down there, talked to them, had a conversation, gave them a promissory note that I created. They pretty much signed off for it because they gave me the purchase order form for 2 vehicles that I picked out. So the thing about it, I didn't pick out just 1 vehicle. I picked out 2 vehicles. So I picked out a 2023 Ford Bronco Sport, and I picked out a 2022 Jeep Renegade, right? And I want to show y'all the purchase order form for both. So this dealership, I told them that I wasn't able to get a sign off from the bank for the promissory note because I put them as the borrower. And really the banks are the borrowers because they're borrowing our securities to fund the loans. So even when you get a denial for a loan, they're still taking your securities. So that's why you have to rescind the contract. Rescind the contract, not rescind. Rescind, like RESCIND. Rescind the contract. You got to put it in writing. So here's the Jeep Renegade, the 2022 Jeep Renegade. I probably should cover that up. So they gave me the purchase order form for it, but y'all already done seen the VIN number. Okay, now they also gave me the purchase order form for the Ford Bronco Sport, which y'all see the VIN number for. You know what I'm saying? So they were willing to do the transaction, but see, Navy Federal, they was mad because I figured out that I'm really the lender and they're the borrower, and the fact I put them as the borrower, so they was mad about that. So they was giving me pushback in the city of Henderson. I went to the location out here and spoke, and it's just like I feel like they somewhat prejudiced at that branch. So I went to the other location that's in Las Vegas. If you live in the area, then you know what location I'm talking about. But it's like going towards I think Southwest Las Vegas or something like that. Like kind of near like I know it's like a Sam's Club near it. But long story short, so what's crazy? Because the bank wouldn't sign off for the promissory note that I created. I was like, okay, I'm gonna try another method. I'm going to file a surety bond. So there's 2 surety bonds you have to file when you're trying to purchase a vehicle using a surety bond. So the stock number, of course, you got to put on there because the stock number is the bond number for the vehicle, right? And then you have to also get the two surety bonds. So you got to get the performance bond and the payment bond. The payment bond is for you to pay off the vehicle in full. The performance bond is so the dealership can perform. Now, I told these people, I should have kept my mouth shut, but I told these people that I filed a surety bond for both vehicles. So it was the payment bond and the performance bond. They said, okay, they was going to have somebody call me back. They never did have anybody call me back. So just the other day, I called them like, hey, I was just trying to see if y'all still have the vehicles. Because they had told me that they marked the vehicles already sold to me. Both vehicles that I just showed y'all the purchase order form for, they had told me that it was already marked sold to me. Mind you, when I called the other day, they was like, oh, well, we sold the Ford Bronco Sport, but we still have the Jeep Renegade. I'm like, what? Y'all sold the vehicle after I told y'all I filed a surety bond for it, so they trying to be slick. But see, that's gonna cause them an audit because I'm gonna fill out a W-4 form in regards to the vehicles. I got the VIN number information, but first they said they sold the vehicle. Then it was like, well, we didn't actually sell the vehicle. We sent it to an auction because there were some mechanical issues with it. But then the dude was like, well, we thoroughly, basically like check for any mechanical issues before we even sell a vehicle. Yet again, you marked it as sold to me, but somehow it was some mechanical issue, so you sent it off to an auction. It's just a coincidence that they did that because it's like, okay, now I feel like you playing on my top and you doing some illegal, unethical business practices. Because if I told you, hey, you're going to get the check in a couple of weeks, why would you sell the vehicle? You should put it up for me because you already marked it as sold anyway. How can they switch from marketing as sold to now sold to an auction or to somebody else? So it's just like I'm gonna have to report their ass to the comptroller and the OCC and the FTC for sure, because now they're I just feel like it was unethical. But they still got the other vehicle, the Jeep Renegade that I picked out. I really don't even like the Jeep Renegade. To be honest, I don't like that car because I don't like the color of it. But I was like, I'm just going to have it. Maybe I can just rent it on Turo or something like that. But it's just like, that's what I'm saying. These large corporations be doing these scandalous ass, unethical business practices thinking they finna get away with it. But see, when you run into a person like me that's very knowledgeable of some of this information, or I do my proper due diligence and research, I'm on their ass like, look, you not finna play with me. I just pressed my issue with Synchrony Bank. I'm gonna tell you what Synchrony Bank did to me. So Synchrony Bank, every time I send my negotiable instrument, which is my $1 money order, and I endorse it the way I endorse it, they try to say that they never received the negotiable instrument. I send it as certified mail every time to the address that they give me for the billing department, which is a P.O. box in Philadelphia, right? So I called about 10 times within the last 48 hours because they kept giving me provisional credits and then reversing the provisional credits the same day that they give me the provisional credits. So yeah, Synchrony Bank, they gave me a $9,000, so $9,998.25 as a provisional credit when I sent the remittance coupon to them the first time, right? That was back in February. So then rewind back to March? Well, not rewind, but move forward back to, well, it's now in the past, so I guess you could say rewind. It's now March, and they reversed that provisional credit. They gave me 2 provisional credits for that same amount. I don't know why. I never asked them to do that. But boom, so they reversed both provisional credits, but the second one, they reversed it around this time in May. Well, no, around this time in April. But the thing about it, so I was like, okay, let me send a money order in amount of $18,000, even though it's a $1 money order, it's the way you endorse it. So I'm gonna show y'all how to endorse it in just a sec. But still, again, they said it takes up to 60 days for them to make a decision on whether or not they can, be able to process it. But they keep saying, you send it as certified mail, not registered mail, because the only way you can send it as registered restricted mail is if if it's of value, like if it's like a bond or something. I don't think you can use negotiable instruments to send as registered restricted mail. But let me finish saying what I was gonna say. So on top of that, right? So I sent them the $18,000 money order that I endorsed with the $1 money order. Well, yeah, I did that. They gave me the provisional credit for the 18 grand, right? So this time around, I sent them another money order in amount of $14,993.89, right? And they gave me the provisional credit for that, right? Sometime here in May. But then the provisional credit for the $9,998.25, they reversed that back saying they never received a payment for that provisional credit. And I was just confused. How y'all gonna say y'all never received it when I literally sent it and y'all signed off for it with the certified mail with a receipt? Y'all literally signed off for it. So once there's a signature, they're supposed to process that negotiable instrument. Otherwise, they're not performing and they're in violation. So let me tell you what you're supposed to do when they fail to perform. Because they're not reporting that as income. They're processing the negotiable instrument, but they're still trying to take the money back that they gave you, and they're in violation of the Bill of Exchange Act. So what you're supposed to do is an audit. How do you do an audit? You file a W-4 form, and you send it to the IRS, and there's specific instructions that you put on that W-4 form. So it's like a whistleblower to get them to, okay, so what y'all do with that money? Because y'all definitely got the money from the Federal Reserve. So what happened to it? So they're trying to be scandalous and think they're going to get away with, like, well, they can't afford They can't afford a lawyer, so we don't have to really worry about them. No, I might not be able to afford a lawyer, but I'm my own lawyer. So I'm gonna do what I have to do to make y'all understand not to play with me. Cause I need my monies at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? They profiting on the back end tenfold. So it's like, if they gonna play and think they gonna get away with it, that's when I'm gonna press my issue. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gullible. I'm not finna let them do that. So yeah, I kept pressing my issue. Like, I called them at least 10 times, Synchrony Bank, 10 times, until finally I got one representative that's willing to help me. So this guy, I was on the phone with him for like an hour straight. No, an hour and 18 minutes to be exact. And I can literally show y'all proof. Matter of fact, let me show y'all proof real quick. Hold on. Let me go to my Instagram real quick, because I posted it on my Instagram. Y'all see that? It literally said hour and 18 minutes. So I was on the phone with him that long. This man gave me the address to where you mail off the remittance coupon. He gave me the address to where you mail off the remittance coupon to. So it's not a P.O. box. It's literally like an address that you send it to. And he also told me where I can send my money orders to. So one is in Texas, the other one is in Delaware. So let me show y'all. I'm gonna show y'all the address real quick. So if you have a business credit card with Synchrony Bank, you can be able to use this to your advantage. So they can't deny your remittance coupon, because it's literally the department to send the remittance coupon to for Synchrony Bank, for Sam's Club. So boom. Let's go to it. Let me flip my camera around, show y'all real quick. So this is the address I got today after being on the phone for a whole fucking hour, y'all. Like, when I threatened them to file a W-4 form for an audit, they tighten up real quick. Like, oh nah, this dude for real, he not playing. So look. What that say? Synchrony Bank / Sam's Club remittance processing, 3000 Kelway Drive, Suite 120, Curriton, Texas. It got the zip code, and then that's where you send a remittance coupon. If you want to send a certified money order, you send it to this address in Delaware. So if y'all need to get a screenshot, go ahead and screenshot it, but I'm going to zoom in a little bit so y'all can see and screenshot that for the people who are business owners and own you have a Synchrony Sam's Club business credit card. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that man got, you know what I'm saying? Like, they asked for proof of payment. They wanted me to send proof of payment that I sent off the money order and that it was cash. They was like, contact the institution that you got the money order from and see if it processed. I'm like, why should I have to do that if I've already showed y'all proof by giving y'all the receipt with the serial number on it? So what else do you need? Because for me to have to go that extra mile with showing proof that it even went through, hey, what's going on, RJ? It's crazy. That's one way for them to undermine it. So I'm gonna see what they do, because the guy said he was going to dispute the provisional credits that was reversed. He's going to dispute it, and by the 29th, I should have those provisional credits back on my credit card. So it's going to be one in the amount of $9,998.25, and then one for $18,000, and then they also processed the one for $14,000. So you do the math on how much money that is. Now, hopefully they don't pull the okie doke on me again and take it back like they did within the last couple of weeks, because they literally took, every time they gave me the $14,000 provisional credit, they gave it back. But the thing about it, if they do, it's game time. I'm not gonna call. I ain't gonna say nothing. I'm just gonna file the W-4 form and be a whistleblower, so they know, okay, yeah, this guy was not just talking. He's serious. So, that's something to keep in mind. If any of y'all like, oh, well, they're not willing to do the remittance coupon, this shit don't work, you know, I'm done, I'm not gonna try it. There's also a certain way you have to fill out the remittance coupon. You got to fill it out like a check, but it's certain things you got to put on there. So on YouTube, they teaching people you put the UCC codes. No, you don't do that. That's the wrong way to endorse it. And I was doing that at first too and wondering why I wasn't getting remedied. So what you're supposed to put on the remittance coupon that's included with your billing statement that's mailed to you every day. Hopefully you don't got paperless statements set up on any of your bills. If you do, take it off and tell them to mail you the billing statement. So that remittance coupon that you can detach, it says remit, and it's like you can literally, it's like the little lines where it makes it where it can be removed off of the billing statement. So boom, you put in the top left, accepted for deposit, and then in the center you put pay to bearer, and then like below that you're going to write it like a check. So let's say the amount is $482.25. You're going to write it like you would a check. So you're going to write those numbers in word form. So $482.29. So the 29 over 100 is the cents. And then on the back of it, you're going to put by, colon, last name first, dash, first name last, / agent. And then just below that, you're going to put without recourse. You're going to write that all in print. You're not going to write your name in cursive. Don't do it in cursive. All print. Then you want to put a negative sign just beside the amount that is for the bill. You put a negative sign so they don't be able to keep profiting off of it, because without the negative sign, they're going to keep profiting off of it. Another thing you want to put on the remittance coupon is a 2-cent stamp. I'm going to show y'all my 2-cent stamps. They're literally cheap to buy these stamps. Like I literally bought one book of stamps for like 40 cents. So I'm going to show y'all what it looks like. The 2-cent stamps. Where is my stamps? And I got to find my stamps. Y'all got to bear with me. If it take me a while to find it, I might have misplaced it. It's somewhere in here for sure, though. Because I know I had them just a few hours ago. I know damn well I didn't misplace them damn stamps. It's just like, come on, man. What the fuck? I gotta be more organized. It's probably right in front of my face, probably under one of these damn papers. Y'all better not go nowhere. So I'm gonna just show y'all. I'm gonna show y'all an example. So my hospital bill. Let's take a look at it. Since I can't find a 2-cent stamps booklet, let me just show y'all what it looks like, because I literally endorsed my bill for my hospital bill. So look, my hospital bill is $3,153.20. Right? Y'all see the account number and everything I'm showing y'all. So look how I did it. And I put a negative sign just beside it. So I put $3,153.20. So 20 cents over 100 paid to bearer. And then right above that, accepted for deposit. And then I put the 2-cent stamp right in the right corner of where it's supposed to go. And the thing about it, you also want to, you can write in cursive just above it. It's like having a Jurat signature. So yeah, I'm not finna pay this out of my own pocket. I'm just gonna send the remittance coupon. So it's successfully endorsed. If y'all want to take a screenshot of this, do so. Just so y'all can get an example. But this is how you endorse your bills for a remittance coupon. So yeah, that 2-cent stamp is a tenor of payment. So I'm sending it to this address right here. And I'm putting in this envelope right here. So they give you an envelope. So I just detached it from the bill that I got in the mail. You know what I'm saying? And I'm about to send it back. Now, that's how you endorse your bills right there. So y'all getting this free game as y'all viewing my live. Because usually I charge station. I'm charging to help people endorse their bills. Oh, yeah. If you ain't getting it from this live, you got to schedule a consultation on my website. And it's $100. You know what I'm saying? So this goes for just about any bill, even for your tax returns. If they say you owe money and they send you a bill in the mail, there's going to be a remittance coupon included with that bill. As long as you endorse it the right way and don't add the UCC codes, you're okay. Let me show y'all the back real quick. I forgot to show y'all the back. Just so y'all can see. No, I don't think you have to put the United States Treasury on there. So on the back of it, look, I put by Lang - Michael agent without recourse. So I haven't mailed this in, the end result. So you haven't seen the end result because I haven't mailed it off. Right now, I don't got transportation to get around because I returned my rental about a week ago. But I'm waiting for Sam's Club to give me my money on my credit card. I've been having some trouble with them, but with that, I've gotten results. I've spent about $30,000 from doing this method with the remittance coupon, just for my business credit card alone. So, you see the spot I'm in? I literally bought all my furniture using my credit card for my business. Because the fact that this apartment is in one of my corporation's names, it's rented under one of my corporation's names, Print Press Vending Incorporated. So the fact that I'm renting under my business name, this is a tax write-off. All the money I spent on furniture using my credit card, that's a tax write-off. Yes, it worked for me before. So I'm not giving you this information based off what I've heard on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? I actually got results from it. And I've helped other people get results from it. So you can either use a remittance coupon or you can use the money order method where you get a $1 money order from the post office. It has to be from the post office. When you get the $1 money order from the post office, what you do from there is you write it a certain way. Now, you can put the UCC codes on the money order from the post office because the post office is a bank and they go by those UCC codes. So when you're endorsing your bill with that money order, I'm going to give y'all an example of how to do it with the money order with the $1 method, because I showed one of my clients how to do it. And he sent me an example of how he did it. Now, I'm going to try to cover up his information, like his address, but I just wanted y'all to see with y'all own eyes of how to go about doing it. So when you schedule a consultation with me, you damn near might not even have to do that. So look, I'm going to try to cover up his information. Hold on. So look. So hold on. Wait, maybe I should have kept that right there. So this is what he did. Just right there in that little corner of the $1 money order, he put, I accept your offer, and put the amount $15,977.73. Then he put his I'm going to show the man address. He put his signature just above the 10-cent stamp. He put his signature just above the 10-cent stamp. And then he put without recourse just below it. So, boom. On the back of it, on the back of the money order, he put, can y'all see that? Do I need to zoom in? Hold on. I think I might need to zoom in. Oh, it's not letting me zoom in. So I'm going to just read it out loud. It says, for the valuable consideration and tender, I submit. I can't even really see it. And I the one told the man how to. Let me try to zoom in a little bit. Can y'all see that? So it says, for valuable consideration and tender, I submit this payment for the complete amount in accord and satisfaction per UCC 3-603/3-11 upon redeeming this instrument. So he wrote it in red. You don't have to do the UCC filing. No, I don't do UCC filings. I mean, you can do it, but I don't do it because I don't like that method, and it can get you in trouble for certain things. No, we got jokes. Comedy Jam says, save your time because it doesn't work. Already tried. You tried, but you didn't know what you was doing. And I don't know if you just now tuning in to this live, but let me tell you this. I stated before you enter into this live, because if you entered into this live late, you didn't hear what I said. So what I did, when they fail to perform your negotiable instrument with the remittance coupon, you do an audit. What is an audit? An audit is where you're basically becoming a whistleblower to where the IRS would do their job with auditing that company. Like, okay, you guys definitely still collected the monies for that negotiable instrument, which is the remittance coupon. They collected that from the Federal Reserve, but they didn't report it as income, and they didn't process it to show that the bill was paid for its full satisfaction. So you have to file a W-4 form. I'm gonna tell y'all where I went to learn how to basically fill out the W-4 form. Now y'all thinking, okay, a W-4 form, I thought you only fill that out for jobs. No, it's specific instructions within the W-4 form. A friend of mine sent it to me as to how to fill it out. So I'm going to go to the YouTube, because it's in my YouTube history on my YouTube channel. I was just on it, as a matter of fact. Now, the thing about this video, though, it's kind of hard to see it.
One, what's the update? There are no updates for me.
Okay, let me go back. So Morris' sister explains how to audit corporations that use your trust. So anytime you use a negotiable instrument. So I'm going to try to zoom in. I'm going to try to maybe the quality of the video turn into a higher quality so it can be a little bit more visible.
What's up? Thank you so much for that question. So here, guys, y'all wanted to know, one, what's the update? There are no updates for me. When I sent my W-4s in, guys, my numbers were like in the billions of dollars. So I don't know if you guys know, but the IRS is significantly behind in doing these returns, not just the W-4s, but your traditional returns as well. So I just wanted to reply to another comment that was in this same thread. But to answer your question, can I make a video to explain what goes into each section? Please look above. So for starters, you have number one where it says step one, right? So I want you guys to understand one, where it says step one, you're going to only fill out the highlighted areas. So if you're a free national, Moorish American, fill in the blanks. You will put your birth name there. So that's where it says first name and middle initial. I actually write out my first full name, my middle initial in full. I do not put an initial. Under the last name, I put my last name, I put my social security number, and then below that, I put my address. Now, you don't have to fill out anything else until the next highlighted area up here. So where you see it says, please, let me move myself. See my note at the bottom of this page? You write exempt under 4C, And based on how much the value of that W-4 is above that exempt where it says 4C, you're going to put the total amount of that W-4. So W-4s are whistleblower forms that are designed to get the IRS to go financially audit people who claim that you have to pay their bills, or you're paying bills and they have not reported that income. So it's a whistleblower form. So whatever the value is based either on your fee schedule, if you have a fee schedule, or the value of that account of payments you made, credit that they claim was extended to you, you're going to put in 4C. You're going to sign at the bottom there. So where it says by, put by, colon, your first name, dash, your middle name, colon, your last name. So that's your signature or autograph, not typical handwriting and cursive. Just print it out. Put the date, and then under there where it says employers only, you're going to put whoever that person is that you're claiming that W-4 against. You put their name and their address. If you have an account number and you don't have any other evidence to go with the W-4, put that there. Next to that, put the date of that contract, date you first started service with them or got a product from them, and then their EIN. You can request that via the W-9, or you can go on eintaxid.com, or just call them and ask for it. Hope you found that video helpful, and I know I'm talking fast.
So that's how you go about when they don't want to perform and they don't want to basically process, because they're still processing it, but they're trying to hide that as income. So that's why you have to do what she just explained, and like where it talks about the instructions. I really couldn't see that too thoroughly in the video. So I was trying to follow her on TikTok so I can be able to, zoom in on that video on TikTok, because maybe it's going to be more clear on TikTok. This is somebody who shared her video on their YouTube channel. But long story short, so yeah, that's how you go about doing that. So if you think it don't work, that's the method you got to do. Don't just give up when you like, oh, it don't work, so I'm just going to give up. No, you got to do what you got to do in order to get remedy. You're not going to get remedy if you give up on the first try. And like I said, I called Synchrony Bank about 10 times before they decided to give me the address of where I can send my remittance coupon for that particular department. So that's how you know I'm standing on business. I'm not playing. I'm not throwing in the towel just because I didn't get the end result that I wanted. Yeah, they reported it as a gift to hide it as income. So you said there's a process to be a national. So I'm going to tell y'all that process. I'm going to show y'all an ebook that I have my hands on. And there's a few things that I'm going to tell you to correct within the process it explains on that ebook. So the ebook y'all going to see in just a second. I've been giving this ebook away for free for quite some time. And so what y'all want to do, y'all want to get y'all hands on this ebook right here. Book, Diplomatic Immunity. The silver bullet to your rights secured by the Constitution as a treatise on state citizenship. Now, yes, you can get a copy for sure. Just go ahead and send me an email. I got my messaging turned off on TikTok, but I also have my Instagram that you can go to and request this ebook, and I'll send it to you. So this is from Copper Moonshine Stills. They created this ebook that shows you how to be put on a do not detain list. So they're telling you to put that you're not a U.S. citizen. Do y'all want me to read this out loud just so y'all can get somewhat of insight on what to do? So you wasn't born in the United States, because the United States is the corporation. You were born in the United States of America, which is the republic, as it mentions in this ebook. So I'm just going to read it. It even gives you a cease and desist letter to send to the IRS into Washington, D.C. for the Department of Treasury, I believe. So, yeah, it gives all the example sheets. You just got to edit it. You can use Microsoft 365 to edit it. But let me read it out loud. It says, Everyone has tried many complicated and time-consuming things to retrieve their rights that are secured by our constitutions and to stop unconstitutional traffic tickets, taxes, prosecutions, foreclosures, depriving you of your Second Amendment right to arms and lawsuits. I will not go into all that has been tried, happened, and failed. It will be too time-consuming, and most will not understand. I will give a brief description of how this works. When you got your Social Security number, either you or your mom or dad checked off that you were a U.S. citizen on the SS5 application, and then you continue to claim to be a U.S. citizen throughout your life and did so on all government forms and applications, which caused you to pay taxes, get tickets, and every other act of treason that has happened to you. The U.S. in this case is the federal corporation, the District of Columbia, so you consider a district citizen. Also known as the USDC or the United States, it was created by the Congressional Act of 1871. Also see 28 USC 3002. Section 15, United States means a federal corporation. So as a U.S. citizen, it is a citizen of the federal corporation, not a union state or USA republic. So now it's easy to see that the U.S. citizen is a legal fiction / U.S. corporation that has no rights secured by the Constitution. Only people have rights secured by the Constitution, not legal fictions. You should have checked off other on the form because you are a state citizen that you were born in, so the state that you were born in. That's what that teaches. You're a state citizen. So if you was born in California, you're a state that you were born in, so the state that you were born in. That's what that teaches. You're a state citizen. So if you was born in California, for my passport, I can literally show you my receipt and everything that I paid for my passport. Now, the reason why is because child support is trying to hold my passport hostage because they sent back that I didn't pay child support. But then the thing is, I sent my remittance coupon for child support and I showed them proof that it showed a zero balance for my child support, but they still disregarded that and try to say that I still owe. So it's something that I need to do. I'm thinking maybe I need to file a surety bond on top of the remittance coupon that I sent so it can for sure be nipped in the bud. And then I'm going to have to go to court and basically get this disregarded to where I no longer pay child support. And I know how to go about doing that because I have an ebook from a guy by the name of Amir. You can follow him on Instagram, Amir_law. So look, is this explaining? I really don't want to read this whole ebook. I'm just going to show y'all what it says. So you put your last name first, your first name last, and your middle name if you have one. If you don't, then leave that blank. You add your Social Security number, and yeah, you just fill it out how they say it. And then notice it says you put without prejudice UCC 1-308. You put that just below. So you put that before you sign it. Okay, notice it says for you and also your parents, you put no that you are not a U.S. citizen. See, it's checked off. No, you're not a U.S. citizen, nor is your parents. Because U.S. citizens are not protected under the original Constitution. And some of these people who are viewing this live, y'all probably going to say, oh, it's that sovereign citizen shit bullshit. No, I'm not a sovereign citizen. I do not proclaim to be a sovereign citizen. I am not an enemy of the state, or I am not a ward of the state, or what's another word? A terrorist, because that's what they consider sovereign citizens, terrorists. I'm not a terrorist, so I don't proclaim to be a sovereign citizen. I claim to be a private American or American national. There's so many terms and words for it, but some people be getting it confused and be misclassifying people, and it's just like, it's just ignorance. Because on Twitter, I got so many different people calling me a sovereign citizen because I'm gonna just show y'all. But look. So let me go to my Twitter real quick. These people is literally just talking shit. Like, I'm just show y'all. Excuse my language. But look. So these people are mad because I showed the plates that I have for a vehicle when I get my vehicle. Okay. So, where is it? Hold on. Let me go to it. So look, I uploaded this. Look, it got over 17 retweets, 480 likes, and 20 comments. And then I got people who are, you see where it says 11 quotes? People just talking nonsense. It says this is the plate that you put on if you want a cop to break your window and taser you. You see how people just talking shit? Thought this was a joke, but check the replies. Dear Lord. Look at the replies. God, funniest sovereign citizen alive. Laughing my ass off. This is the wildest thing I've ever seen. That's hilarious. No, it's really aggravating, but actually good what sovereign citizens deserve credit for when they scratch their van off. Even federal cop cars don't do that. They go the extra mile and they deserve a cookie or something. Like, this hella people just talking nonsense, bro. Like, and it's just like, what did I do to y'all other than post a plate? How the hell does this make me a sovereign citizen? Look at the plate. It says the Republic of several states of the Union, all rights reserved, private property, non-U.S. person, private automobile, exempt UCC 9-109, and then UCC 1-308, not for hire, diplomatic traveler, non-U.S. citizen. And then it shows the fee schedule. You agree to pay $10,000 for every minute, for each minute delayed or detained from a non-emergency traffic stop. So it's just like, I'm telling y'all, this is not a sovereign citizen plate because, for one, when you're a private American, you're of the Union, the Republic for the several states of the Union. That's for private Americans, not sovereign citizens. So y'all gotta realize that. This not gonna get me pulled over. Now, I explained to people, I didn't give misinformation either. I didn't tell them to just put that plate on their car. I told them also, before you put that plate on your car, make sure your car is not registered with the DMV, and also make sure that you have the MCO title to your vehicle, which gives you full ownership over the vehicle to where the manufacturer no longer owns it. Because when you get the manufacturer warranty for your vehicle, the manufacturer still owns it because they own the bonds. So you want to get all liens off your vehicle, and there's a way where you can fill out a form to not only unregister your vehicle with the DMV. Like, you can basically fill out the form to basically surrender your driver's license plates. Or not driver's license plates, but your plates for your vehicle. You can surrender that. And then also you can surrender your driver's license, because the driver's license is a contract that's connected to your social. So when you have a driver's license, you get pulled over, you're already in their jurisdiction to where they can do whatever they want to do unlawfully, because that driver's license is saying that you're a district citizen. So therefore, they have ownership over you as a ward of the state because the simple fact you have a driver's license. So that's why you need to surrender your driver's license. What do you put in replacement of your driver's license? Your passport. And I just showed y'all the ebook on how to get your passport to where it gives you diplomatic status, to where you're on the do not detain list, and it makes it where you can be able to don't have to worry about them detaining you. Because as soon as they see that diplomatic immunity, where it's 3 or 5 stars on your passport, now all they can say is you're free to go, sir or ma'am, because they're not supposed to be pulling you over. And that those plates say your fee schedule. So if they don't want to abide by your fee schedule, take their ass to court, find out their bond number, and find out their insurance. You got to find out where their insurance, who their insurance provider is, and get their policy number. And then once you get their policy number, then you could go ahead and get the money that they owe you as far as your fee schedule. They were not an honor. They're a public servant. They have they cannot tell you what to do as a taxpayer. They're way above their pay grade. They're not supposed to be violating. But y'all see those videos where police officers breaking people's windows because they claim to be sovereign citizens and they don't know how to go about expressing themselves, to where it puts them in a corner to where, okay, so this guy is not playing. We don't want to get in trouble. Let's just let him go. But you still can get their bond number and their insurance policy so they don't ever play with you again and they become a trustee. Yeah, I'm gonna send you an ebook. I see you just. I think it was you or somebody else that just emailed me saying that you wanted the ebook for the diplomatic community. So when you so I'm gonna give y'all some more gems. So when you fill it out, how they explain to fill it out with the on the diplomatic community ebook, you're going to use a PO box for the mailing address. Do not use your home address. Use a PO box, and then you want to put the zip codes in brackets. And then also, you don't want to send them your birth certificate. Even though they tell you to send your birth certificate with your application, it has to be the original copy of your birth certificate. It can't be a printed version. So what you do, you don't send them your birth certificate because that's the all caps name. That's the legal fiction. Instead, holy shit. Hold on, my lie about to end, y'all. My phone want to be tripping out of nowhere. Hold on. Oh, man. TikTok be getting on my nerves. So back to what I was saying, though. So you don't send your birth certificate. What you do is you go to the hospital you was born in and get your live birth record, because that's not the all caps name. The birth certificate is the all caps name. So the live birth record, you want to get that authenticated. You want to go to the Secretary of State and tell them you want to authenticate your live birth record. Then you send that live birth record to the address you're supposed to send it to with your application. And then now they can't address you as a legal fiction because the fact that the legal fiction is the all caps name. The live birth record is the living man or woman. So that's something to keep in mind. I hope y'all taking notes because I'm giving y'all all this free game. You better soak it up. Because I could be charging y'all for this, but I'm not. So I'm giving y'all this because I want y'all to know this just in case you trying to do this process where you're trying to be put on a do not detain list. You want to get your passport, which gives you diplomatic status. So fellas, don't get put on child support. Do not get the wrong woman pregnant. That's going to literally hinder you from being able to travel to other countries. Don't fall for it. I don't care how pretty she is. I don't care what she tell you. Don't fall for it. Or you're not going to be able to travel where the fuck you want to go. Because that's where I'm at right now. So I got to go the extra mile with filing surety bond to pay. I got to get the bond number for my child support and go about it that way. Filing surety bond. Then I got to go to court and get the court case dismissed because I was never served properly in regards to this child support case. So they put me on child support without my consent because I never signed off. Never was I served papers, but they lied. So when they lie about serving you papers, and they're in dishonor, so they have to automatically in that contract close that child support. The assumed name certificate. So I'm learning about that. I'm not really hip to everything there is to know about doing a status correction, but I'm literally reading an ebook from a guy by the name of Amir that explains in his traffic ticket ebook on how to go about doing a status correction for the assumed name. The way he explains it is pretty thorough. Like that ebook, you want to get your hands on. I would say go to his page right now. It's Amir_law. So it's spelled AMYR and then _law. And he has an inner circle, where you can go and get ebooks for free. It's like $28 a month to have an ebook. You get up to 4 ebooks for free. So I want to go to the file section of my iPad real quick to show y'all this other ebook. So if anybody want the ebook on how to borrow from your estate, or if you need assistance with setting up your 3 EINs, your foreign grantor trust EIN, your estate EIN, and your individual banker EIN, I can show you how to do that. But look, I'm finna go to this ebook right here. I was reading this on one of my previous lives. So This is a traffic court, traffic tickets, educational info to help you beat traffic cases from personal experiences. So, as a private American national, notice it says that. It doesn't say sovereign citizen or U.S. national. It says private American national. Okay. She said, what was it again? Are you talking about the guy's page? It's Amir underscore law. So AMYR and then underscore law. Okay, so boom, Matisse Academy. I really want to invest in this man's academy because I'm really intrigued by all the information he shared just from watching some of his free webinars. So he's supposed to be coming to Las Vegas from June 1st to June 2nd. I will have the money. I hope when I have the money, he don't be sold out, but it's $1,000 for his workshop that he doing in Las Vegas, where he shows you how to do the status correction to own your name. So, yeah, he talks about the legislative branch, the executive branch, the judicial branch, the 12 presumptions of court, jurisdiction, right of rescission, name correction, adult name change, postmaster, 15 USC 1692G, the quo warranto, the suretyship, and the abatement. So he shows you how to file abatement too in court, to where it's challenging jurisdiction. It's different from a motion, because when you file a motion, you don't get remedy. But when you file abatement, you get full remedy because you challenge jurisdiction. So if a judge makes a decision on something that you feel was not to your liking, that you feel like should have been handled accordingly, you can challenge jurisdiction and take it through Article 3 court or circuit court in regards to the decision, and that'll be a what's it called, a chancellor court or something like that, But yeah, this ebook it's a wealth of knowledge in this ebook, and the fact that he's giving away for free when you pay for his inner circle is just crazy, because this is worth way more than $28. So I'm just scanning through it. I just want to get to the part where it talks about the status correction, how to go through circuit court to doing the status correction where you own your name. Let me see if I can get to it, because I'm like scanning through it. So yeah, hold on. So he talks about the status correction somewhere in here. I really need to sit down and read this book. I printed it out too, but it's better to read it from an iPad because it's bigger compared to doing it from a phone. You don't got to squint your eye or anything like that. So I would suggest to invest into an iPad. For those of y'all who really ain't got money to buy an iPad, another way you can get an iPad is through your business. So if you're a business owner and you own a corporation or LLC, you can literally go, if you don't already have a T-Mobile for business or a T-Mobile account. So let's say you have a T-Mobile personal account already, but you want a T-Mobile for business account. The best thing you can do is call over the phone. Don't go inside the store, because they're going to be like, well, you already have an existing account on the personal side. So did you want to just like put that together or change your personal account to a business account? Don't do it, because your social is going to be attached to it. So you call over the phone, and that's how you do it. You got to call. You don't call the store that you want to go to. You call it's a specific number that you call for T-Mobile for business, the toll-free number for the customer support hotline, where they let you set up your business account over the phone, and then they're going to send you a link to verify your identity. They're just going to have you upload your ID front and back. But long story short, yeah, that's how you can get you a free iPad, because you can tell them that you want to buy an iPad and you want to finance it, and you will literally get, like, I got this iPad for free from T-Mobile, because at the time they was doing a promotion where they was giving new customers free iPads. So I qualified and I got it for free. The only thing I was paying for was the internet for the iPad. It was like $20 a month, but originally it was like $60 a month for the internet included, but they was doing a promo. So yeah, a natural person, there's no such, you can't use the word person to proclaim to be a living man or woman. So you don't say natural person. You can say natural man or natural woman, but you don't want to use the word person because that still means you're a legal fiction. That means you're a legal fiction or a corporation or a dead entity. So this book you're not going to be able to find nowhere except on Amir's Inner Circle, where he lets you download it for free. He lets you get up to 4 ebooks for free. And I got a couple of his ebooks. So I'm just scanning through this. I'm trying to find, I might have skipped it already. I was trying to find the example form on how to do the status correction. It's somewhere in here. But it's like a wealth of knowledge within this ebook that y'all should get your hands on. So this is the name of the ebook right here for the people that's asking. And I'm gonna show y'all in a minute, but I'm just trying to get to the part with the status correction because see how he talks about creditors, debtors, and sureties, and how people think they're a secured party creditor. Don't try to do it that way. You're a secured party, but don't use the word creditor because you're not a creditor. Nor are you a principal debtor. You're the implied surety. Okay, where is it? I know it's in. So it talks about the abatement of how to challenge jurisdiction. Some of these words y'all might not really comprehend what it means. You can always buy you the Black Law Dictionary, the first edition or second edition, and it explains some of these words, like the word demurmur. Demurmurs. I never heard of that word before, and I feel like I need to look it up in a dictionary. The Black Law Dictionary is the dictionary you would use to find it in layman's terms. You don't want to use a Webster dictionary because they're probably gonna give you the wrong the wrong definition. Okay, I think I overlooked it, y'all, but see, I said Spurs, no, I am not a Cyrus citizen. So, if they try to call you that in court, you gotta correct them. Like, hold on, are you calling me a terrorist? Are you calling me an enemy of the state? Because I'm not one of them. I'm a private American national. Treat me as such. I operate under God's law, not under military law, a minority law, none of that. I operate under God's law. So you can literally use a Bible verse to beat a court case. That's why it's important to have a Bible. You can literally use a Bible scripture to beat a court case. He explains how to do that. He talks about that. So, I really just don't feel like reading this out loud because I already done read a couple of ebooks to y'all. But I really want to thank y'all for tuning in. It really means a lot. And I hope that y'all got value from this live because y'all know every time I get on this live, I'm dropping gems left and right. I'm not going to talk about a bunch of nonsense like celebrities or anything like this. Because look, that shit don't matter. I don't give a fuck who beefing. I don't care about Drake and Kendrick Lamar beefing. I care about my well-being and I care about my financial knowledge and, just learning things of substance that they don't teach in colleges. All that shit is obsolete. It don't matter. This matters. This is like a specialized skill that you have to learn and apply to your life. Or you can just be regular and watch other people do it and be like, oh, it must be nice. It could be nice for you, but you simply not trying to apply the information. You too lazy. If you're not a reader, you're lost in the sauce. You're distracted by entertainment if you're not a reader. I'm gonna say this again. If you're not a reader, you're distracted by entertainment. So you rather focus on nonsense than to pay attention to things outside of that. I'm sorry to say, I cannot be a non-reader. Like, they say if you want to hide something from somebody, put it in a book. And that's so true because a lot of y'all do not like to read. Y'all hate reading. Y'all can't even dedicate a couple of hours to just be in solitude and read a book. You know what I'm saying? And it's just unfortunate that y'all would think that way to not read. Reading can literally save your life. But I know y'all really go on TikTok and watch a video. That's cool too, as long as you learning from something. Something of substance, something of value. Because I guarantee you, 10 times out of 10, down the line, you're going to regret that you didn't read. And then you're going to find yourself caught between a rock and a hard place that you can't get yourself out of because you refuse to read. Think about that, y'all. I'm about to go. I'm about to watch a movie. I'm about to pop some popcorn. And I think I'm going to go to the store and get me something to sip on because I'm kind of thirsty. But y'all have a blessed night. Thank y'all for tuning in to my live. It's about an hour or 2 hours long. I don't know. I don't be keeping track of the hours. But, yeah, I'm out of here.